So this Sunday, we celebrate the 14th Sunday of Ordinary Time. Returning to Ordinary Time, at least on Sunday. We actually returned to Ordinary Time back after Pentecost Sunday, but the last few Sundays, we've preempted it with these special solemnities, the Most Holy Trinity, the Most Holy Body and Blood of Christ, the solemnity of St. Peter and St. Paul. And so now we return to Ordinary Time. In Ordinary Time, the Gospel and the second reading are read semi-continuously, meaning that we read each chapter specifically, just in continuous order as we go through the weeks of Sundays. The first reading is tied to the Gospel. So that's why this week I'll talk about the second reading first and then talk about the first reading in the Gospel together. Our second reading is the climactic conclusion to Paul's letter to the Galatians. All throughout the letter to the Galatians, Paul is talking about the importance of embracing the crucifixion of Christ. The law, the moral code, doesn't as much matter. We should follow that. But what's important is to embrace the crucifixion of Christ. Paul preaches the crucifixion as the turning point of history. Everything before it was under the power of sin. But in the cross, Christ, we have been freed from the power of sin and death to live a new creation. In our passage today, Paul gives us his strongest personal statement on the central role of the cross in his preaching. Nothing matters but the cross of Christ, even fidelity to the law, because nothing matters in the light of Christ, in this gift of new life that we have received. Our first reading comes from the final chapter of Isaiah and sums up the vision of the book of Isaiah as a whole. This passage speaks of the resurrection and comfort that God will bring to Jerusalem. It uses the vivid image of a mother comforting her child to illustrate God's tender care for his people. God promises prosperity, comfort, and rejoicing for those who love Jerusalem. Then in our gospel reading from Luke, Jesus is assembling himself around the new Jerusalem, the new community, as he sends out the 72 on a mission to preach the good news and heal the sick so the people of Israel can experience that tender love of God. Forming that new community, that new Jerusalem, the church, we are called to go out and bring God's tender love to one another, forming that community, the new Jerusalem, the church. Our question for today is, what aspects or situation of my life could be seen as areas of ministry where Jesus wants me to go as an emissary of his love and peace?